Okay guys, I'm doing a quick video on how I do my phytoplankton. I use a nice cooler right here. It's like just a regular old igloo cooler. And there is my phyto. And I do two different strains, nano and tetra. So the middle one's the tetra, the other two left and right are the on the far ends are the nano. I have the bottles labeled N, T, and N. And that's what I put the bottle. I fill it up into those bottles. Another thing is there's my gallon thing of salt water. Just use a gallon pitcher, you know, and I mix salt water at 1.018 to 1.020 in that little gallon container there. Second thing I use is going to be, I use the, you know, obviously a funnel. You're always going to need a funnel. It makes things a lot easier. Let's see. And then what I did was, this is real helpful, I took these are like filter socks. I don't use filter socks in my aquarium, so I had a bunch of extra ones, and so I just cut them in half, and they make great ways you can strain, because it does get like chunks of stuff in there, so you know that way it strains it out so it's nice and smooth. I took the bottle out over here, set it down, use that, put this in the funnel, poured it down the funnel into my bottle, and there's a bottle of phytoplankton, nice and green. You like that the dark green, that's important, means it's nice and healthy. So then what you do is you come over, and I use F2 fertilizer right here. This is F2 fertilizer. I do not use and I repeat this, a lot of other YouTube videos, people doing phyto will use Miracle-Gro. Unless you want your tank full of algae, I would not recommend using Miracle-Gro at all. I've always been using the hydro algae fertilizer. They call it F2. You can buy it multiple places, including Amazon. So, and I buy my strains of phyto from Mercer or Montana. I really like those guys. Alright, so then you take this fertilizer. You add 3 drops of fertilizer. It has a little dropper in it. You add 3 drops of fertilizer. Fill it all the way up in the top of this rinse. 3 drops of here, I'll show you. This is what you have. Fill these up to the top. Do 3 of those. Goes right in there. So then I take the sock out of the thing. See how it's in there now? And then you want to take your water. As you can see, after I filled the water up, most of the way up to the top, give it a little shake, stick it back in there, make sure you put your airline hose in there. I have the airline hoses that are drilled into the caps that came, that way it kind of makes it easier to stay. But it needs aeration for sure. And it grows throughout the week. Every Saturday I harvest the phytoplankton. It's basically splitting it in half. So half goes in these bottles, and the other half stays in there. All you do is add water to it. Salinity no higher than 1.020. 3 droppers full of the fertilizer. Add the water, shake it up, and stick it in there and let it grow. That's basically it. If y'all have any questions, I'll be happy to answer. Thank you.